Morning, good morning, good morning. Let's have some fun. All right, today, what do we get to do? I get to listen to you, you get to listen to me, we get to have fun. Now, let's play. Let's play win the game of business. What does that really mean? Win the game of business. That's the ultimate goal. For all of us, if we want to win the game of business, it's not hard to. It's knowing how to. Let's move this over just a little bit, just for the fun of. Hopefully, I don't drop it. I have this problem sometimes. Things just, they just knock it out of my hand. That's no fun. All right, today. I can't seem to get comfortable with that. Oh, well, that's the way it is. So, what's the game today? Well, let's see. Let's what today's date is. See, today's the 18th. Let's check the clock. Let's check the what? The calendar. It's the 18th. What does this mean? See, we have a problem. Here's the problem. Okay? Procrastination. Procrastination is your biggest problem you have today. And you do this all the time. You see, it's not easy. Making a change and trying to follow through and just get to the process isn't easy. If someone tells you it's easy, it's a bunch of crap. You got a lot of my students out there going, blah, 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 blah. They've got some good things, but they're missing a lot of pieces. But that's okay. I'll keep trying to train them and get them to get past go. Today, again, I want you to write down on your tablet and your pen. Get ready to play the game with me. We're going to play the game today, have some fun. Now, what does it mean? All right, the 18th, okay, February 2026. Here's your life. Here's your life. You're running out of time. That's what I believe, okay? Let's get the bigger one. Maybe it'll show up better for you. Here's your life, okay? Here you go. Very simple. What do we get to do? The bottom line today is you're scrolling through the internet through whatever you do on the internet. That's fine. It's up to you. But what do we get to do? Now, let's understand. You're very doubtful, okay? You're scared, all right? Why? Because you've been ripped off before by friends and family or other things you do. I think you got stuck. So what we look at today is this. Very simple, okay? Time, okay? See, I look at time and I measure it, but I always feel like I'm running out of time. Ever since I was a kid, I've always run out of time. So today, as we begin today's clock, what do? Well, there's your goal. See, if you wrote down everything you want today, let's pretend you wanted to get to a certain level in your life. I want to have a corporation, LLC, C Corp, whatever, and I wanted to do $5 million a year. Okay, that's the goal. $5 million a year. Why would I say $5 million? The IRS says $5 million below a small company. So let's take their rules and tools. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Mindy, and all the people saying here, sing thanks. Well, what do? Let's sing. If we wrote down today's date, okay, and it's the 18th of February, 2026, the goal is very simple, okay? We today could have a blueprint to get to 5 million within 12 months. Now, I do it in about 9 days. I did it in 6 weeks coming out of coma, up to that first million. So the bottom line is, good morning, Black Kinfolk. How you doing today? And Mindy and all these people. So let's understand today. If we measure time, okay, and our goal is we're running out of time. Depends on what you look at. It's simple. It's up to you. I look at time and I put myself under pressure. See, I challenge myself daily. I always have, always will. So I just feel like I'm running out of time. And that's the ultimate goal for me. Today, if you took your LLC, 9 types, okay, I want to dissect the types of LLCs with people to understand what you could do. Could it be nonprofit LLC or could it be a sub LLC? The next thing is LLP. Okay, then we got C Corp. Then we got S Corp. We have nonprofit and PC. So here's the entities that our Supreme Court said is a legal person. So again, what do you want to do? Share the live. I've got 43,000 followers, and now this is my 13th week. I'm still in the process of loading up about 50 million people. Then I'm going to see if they want to transfer over to TikTok for me. Now, see what happens is I've been writing checks for millions and millions of dollars, radio and TV for 50 years, no problem. But again, I'm the original coach, by the way. I'm the original. I'm the guy that set up the system behind the scenes, training Ken Yarbrough and TRW. It was my idea, the oldest card, and then the 29% rule. See, today, if you were 80% of you, I'm sorry, you have some questionable credit. You screwed up and jacked up the wrong card. I would tell you to write down a rapid refresh. That would put you in check. In other words, if your credit is low or the credit score sucks, we'd want to put you in a wrapper rescore. Wrapper rescore, wrapper refresh, if you actually look at it online later today, you'll realize 49 years ago I created that for mortgage companies. I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years, by the way. So today you could play the game to win if you want to. We're going to talk about fluctuation. So write down fluctuation. Let's write down, all right, your corporation, your LLC, maybe C Corp, whatever it is. See, if you had this structure correctly, structure builds finance and dream. What does that mean? Your corporation would have 6, all right, chase cards, 6 of them. That would be, I don't want you to copy the number. These are actual cards. So this 6 cards is $350,000. That's for the corporation. Now, if you look at the division process I created in 85, 86, and got approved in all 50 states, we'd do that per division. Each division would finance itself. Here's the concept, okay? If I built you credit under my dashboard for you, and I got you what's called checkbook money, you'd use checkbook money, borrow money, maybe you put it into an escrow, and then when it closes escrow, all right, the money left over comes to pay this off, and you get left after that. Left over after that. See, if you use borrow money, offset taxes, and you create an income, and you didn't do a damn thing to do it anyway besides hit the what? Score. It's easy. So if you had the right score to be a CFO for the corporation, or LLC, C Corp, whatever you have, you would create basically 10 cards. The 10 cards, for instance, are like Chase. Chase personal cards, business cards, all right, don't have interest rate up to 22 months. You take the 350 for the corporation or LLC, whatever you want to call it, and then you do it per division, okay? So you can multiply each division. See, your income to a corporation, LLC, into the division process is up to you. 3 divisions, if you work on it, that is about $30,000 a month to the corporation. If you looked at 6 divisions, literally it becomes $60,000, okay? If you had 9 divisions, you'd have $100,000 of what? Income. Divisions allow you to do multiplication and multiple what? Auto incomes. The goal is very simple, auto income. So if we did that and did the corporation, like in, let's say it's a whatever corp you have today, I would tell you we'd want to get you a American Express card per division. That's right, per division. Okay? See, they want to give you 66 cards. There's too many damn cards I can't hold in my hand. So every division could have one of these, gold or platinum. That's a paid overtime limit to 100,000, up to 100,000. If I have a corporation, LLC, I got 100,000 here. If I had 3 divisions, then I have $300,000 of credit plus a parent company. That's 400,000. If I have 6, that's 700,000. If I have 9, that's $1 million. So numbers never lie, only people lie. That's the difference. So when you listen to people out there, even my students going blah, 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 they got some good pieces. But they don't have all the structure to do. What are you going to do with the money? What do you do with the money after you get the money? That's the goal. Mr. Reynolds, it's me, owner of Natural LLC, and you have information just what I've invested in your, I need to check ebook. All right, or it's up to you. I've written 67 books, pick one. So again, if you don't find something in Linktree or subscribe and all the things you get to do, all you have to do is call 800-254-9506. I'd say in about 3 hours. Okay, why? It's only let's check 3:27 in the morning. So 3:27 in the morning and everything else. Okay, my time zone. Look at your time zone. So again, if we took you personally and put you in a wrapper rescore, understand what that means. We're going to wrapper rescore your credit. Now, look online. Later on, you'll find out wrapper rescore, what it did for mortgage companies. When I designed it, it pushed your score up, blocked crap, and got you to close escrow. That's what it did. So if you want to close an escrow, that's back when, 49 years ago. Today's world is a little different. What do we look at? Well, here we have to look at you. Most of you jacked up your credit. Your scores suck. Your limits suck too, because why? You're not doing the right thing. I'm sorry, then we taught you how to play the game to win. If you tap the screen and you share the live, I would like you to download one of my books called Starting Out Right for the Kids. See, I'm at colleges and high schools all the time teaching and preaching, so I get them to do the right thing, and that's what needs to be done. We have to teach them about their driver's license, their SS5, their SSN, their first paycheck, tax, and how to get their credit and not screw it up like we all did. So what do we do? Starting Out Right, it's a free download. If you don't do it now, and tap the screen and share the live, then it's about 25 bucks. Simple. That's going to be up to you. If you share the live today, I'm going to help you even more. Now, what does this mean? Now, I am against credit repair. I think credit repair is a fraud. I think they rip off people, and then you're trying to, peekaboo like something and go away. If we have to look at our credit, we have to rebuild it. When I wrote the book, basically, Prove It or Remove It. Now, remember, I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough. TRW became a Sperry in 96. So my goal was the oldest card for history, and then it was fluctuation. See, all cards fluctuate, but two. If I put a sticky behind the card, I dummy proof it. If I use any card past 29%, I'm in the yellow and then the red. I got to keep it at 29% below. That's the goal. They should be teaching that. They don't teach that at all. Now they say below 30. So everybody stays at 30. See, people do what you ask them to do or tell them what to do, and that's what you need to do today. Download the book. The next one would be Winning the Credit Game. It's 50 bucks, but the difference today, it's free if you download it. When you download it, you look in the back of the book, you'll see some of my cards in the 21 card collection. Blackjack. See, I had 21 cards in my card collection, but they're not my cards. I don't want a card in my name because I think they'd be kind of dumb. That's just my opinion. So let's go back in time again. If you look at 1976, I basically put this in the public's eye. It's called Winning the Game of Business. Winning the Game of Business was put out there in 1976. Very simple. Black cassettes and all this other stuff, the old school stuff. So I'm old school, current school, and future school, by the way. This is the bottom line. So Winning the Game of Business, I put out there in 1976. Is it easy? The world's going to knock you down and kick your assets. That's just the bottom line. 76, I'm driving a Lamborghini. I tested out for Tewicker Junior High. Was over North Coast College part-time, having some fun. I got $1 million in the bank. I invented car finder and all these other things. I had some patents as well. Having fun. Now, I have a couple of problems. I have an IQ off the chart. I have total recall on most things. I write with both hands, talk at the same time, and I rhyme all the time too. Sorry, but that's just me. When I was a kid, they said I was dumb. I thought they were the dumb ones, but guess what we do? So understand, in 1976, when I released all those goodies, I was 16 years old. So when they say, is it better nowadays than then? It's all crap. It's good any days. Anybody between now and the last 50 years could be corporate millionaire status. Very simple, if they look at rules and tools. Today, you got ways to cheat, cut a line. You got your cell phone to ask questions to. But again, how do you learn to play? You still go back to basics and books and everything you're trying to do. Thank you for joining the fan club. Now, I want you to understand something. If you don't have an LLC C corporate articles today, it's in the link tree. It's in the link tree. I want you to share the live now. I'm trying to get to 50,000 followers by Monday. I probably will make that too. I always reach my goals, by the way. If you don't know that, you'll learn that about me. I have everything I want in this world. Simple to do. If I want to, just go get it. Now, I control millions and billions, and that's fun because it's not my money. I got the first billionaire status through corporate structure at 21 years old. 2.6 billion in 26. I died in a coma in 2009. The projection of everything else for corporate structure was about 3.7 billion. So again, all right, I want you to think. Now, there's a book out there, don't own anything, they control everything, blah, blah, the trust. The first part of the book, there's 4 mistakes. It's in the damn book. It's ridiculous. I don't understand mistakes. If you put out a book, why don't we tell the rules and tools? Now, here's me. If you get one of my books ever, I'm going to read it to you. That's very simple. I'm going to read it to you. In other words, what's going to happen every time we get the book, we're going to show you how to play the game to win. The ultimate goal is going to be up to you as you play this game to win. That's what I want to do every day. I just want to win the game of business. That's the ultimate goal for me. So I want you to do the same thing. I want you to take your LLC, your C Corp, S Corp, whatever you got structured. I'd like to set up the cash reports for you. I can set up literally a cash credit report, okay, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax for your entities you have today. See, that's what I did. Basically in 1987, I created the dashboard that allowed literally for us to have a credit report to our LLC, C Corp, S Corp, whatever it is. Then I developed division process. Divisions allow me separate credit reports. That's kind of fun, don't you think? So the goal is very simple today. You need articles, link tree. There's let us know. We'll give them to you for free. You need what? Download the book. Very simple. If you don't find a link in the link tree and everything else, you can always call the phone number in about 3 hours, and they'll send it to you as long as you share the live. If you don't share the live, they're not going to send it to you. So I need you to help me help you. Okay? We're going to leverage help, okay? If we help each other, what it is, it's a concept, right? We could actually help each other and get past go. The ultimate goal for all of us is to learn how to play the game. Play the game to win. That's what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to think about winning the game of business, because you can win if you want to. But again, you have to understand how it's just structured. Structure builds finance and dreams. If today you were in a rapid rescore, let's write down rapid rescore. Let's write it down. Sometimes I stutter even to this day. Sorry to say, but I do. Okay, my brain goes too fast. So if I stutter a little bit, sorry to say, I've been doing it all my life, and I rhyme all the time too. So again, that's just me. Sometimes my brain, because both sides work, crazyville, but it's just me. If you listen and learn, I'll teach you how to play the game to win. Because I got to billionaire status through corporate structure by the time I was 21 years old. Is that okay? If we play the game, we can win every day, if you want to. So if we're in a rapid rescore, rapid refresh, let's write them both down. Rapid rescore, rapid refresh, you look at your credit today. If you're jacked up on cards or you have crappy stuff all over the place, no problem. This would block crap, push scores up. Why would you want to push scores up? It's pretty simple. If the score goes up, it creates green lights. What does green lights do? It allows you to reprocess yourself. In other words, if I basically jacked up my credit, I have to pay it down. Every one of you looking at your credit today, I'd like to analyze you right away. Well, there's that rhyming thing I do too. So you want to play. That's fantastic, okay? This is the world 07818. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Now, if I looked at your credit to basically analyze it today, I'd say, okay, this is what you need to do. I can tell you exactly what to do, and I can guarantee you a 750 score in 90 days if you do what you're told. My team says tell them 9 months because people are slow. Well, I don't know about that, but the reality is simple. If you do what you're told to do today, I could basically analyze you. I could put you in a rapid rescore, push your scores up. Then what do we want up? Because you jacked up most of your cards. Your cards are all over the place. It's a mess. Why is it a mess? Nobody told you how to play the game. Every card needs a sticky. 3 o'clock today, Pacific Standard Time. I'd like you to join my live for an hour and a half. I'd like you to invite your friends, your family, have a tablet and pen, and I want you to have little sticky tabs as well. Because what it is. Share the live. Help me help you. So the ultimate goal is very simple today. If we help each other, we win. Is that okay? Is that fair? So if I did a rapid rescore for you today, block your crap, push your scores up, get some other cards to reduce your debt. You got 2 choices on your credit cards that are revolving. All of them revolve besides 2. This means you have to pay it down to 29% or increase the limit. There are only 2 choices. If you can't do either one of those, guess what? If I got you another card, do a balance transfer, that helps you solve the problem. If I help you get a loan, it solves the problem as well. The goal is we have to repackage ourselves, understand that. So today, if you listen, you show up at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Look at your clock right now, and I got 3:37 in the morning. 3:37 in the morning. Look at your time zone. Are you Central or Eastern? It's very simple. So again, that's 2 hours or 3 hours ahead. If you're there with tablet and pen ready to go, put your cards in front of you, we're going to put stickies there. Why? Because I need you to dummy proof this. We all have to do this like a bunch of dummies because we screw this up all the time. Share the live. So the card is business. Well, here we have personal cards first, okay? If I don't make myself a CFO, Chief Financial Officer, personally for my family, how am I going to do for the corporation, my divisions? Got it so far? Now, I'm going to think about God first. God's always first. Families, husband and wife is one. That's what I did with my wife 20 years ago. Then it's money. Our score is maintained in 846, and they're boring. Why? Because we already done everything we need to do personal credit. Everything on personal credit is already done, so we keep it boring because that's what it is. It's a reference to the corporation or LLC, whatever you had today. But again, these cards don't fluctuate. So let's focus on a couple of things. These cards do not what? Fluctuate. If I get these cards here, I can max them out up to $1 million. $1 million. What does that mean? See, the reality for you is understand how to play the game to win. If I have an emergency, I lost my job, I can't find one for a day, week, or a year, I want safety. These allow me, all right, to jack them up to $100,000 and a paid overtime limit so my score never drops. What happens with most people, they drop the score because they screwed up because they jacked up the wrong damn card. These all fluctuate, these don't. See the difference? Rules and tools. I set up the rules and tools. I got American Express 18 years ago to do a paid overtime limit on these cards. They don't fluctuate. In other words, they don't show utilization. So if you max it out 50,000 because you had an emergency, all right, simple, these would never hurt you because you didn't jack these up. This helps you, this hurts you. The lack of knowledge are what I call dumbness. Now, let's say we got you to CFO. Thank you for the rose. You're a chief financial officer for family. That's husband and wife became one, God, family, money. Okay. If we do this and you share the live today, like I said, if you even DM me, I'd like you to get to the mouse pad. I'd like to send you one of these at my cost. No, actually, I'm going to pay the bill for you. How's that? I'll pay for it out of my pocket, even the postage. See, I don't want you to screw up anymore. Got it so far? So what happens is, simple, this is called Reynolds auto income. What does that mean? If today you took your LLC, your C Corp, S Corp, LLP, or a nonprofit PC, whatever you got, you would have a foundation. That's a management company. Supreme Court said these categories is a legal person. Legal what person? So if I take these entities, I'll call them an entity, and I bill credit to them, what's my first thing? I'm going to go get American Express cards because they don't fluctuate. I'm going to what? Get what? But I'm going to have these for the corporation now. So here I have the two for me. All right, that doesn't fluctuate. It protects my family. Here's the ones I have for the corporation. These are paid overtime limit $100,000. Okay. Now, if you allow me to do the division process I invented, got it approved in 85, 86, every division gets its own card. How many cards would you like to actually finance the American dream and write it off? See, there's your problem. Today, the lack of knowledge is what we do. We follow dumb all the time. If we did this correctly, we tap the screen, you share the live, you're going to spend the day later today, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time with me for an hour and a half. This allows you to let me demonstrate you to a blueprint to protect your family, your corp, and your entities and build more credit. Every division is entitled to one of these cards, every division. So guess what I get to do? So every division gets a card. What do we do? So that means it's $100,000 per card, paid overtime limit. So you have to decide how many divisions you'd want. Would you like $30,000 on the American Express cards for that division? Okay, it's 3 cards. If you want, all right, what? 600,000, not 300,000, it's 6 cards. If I want $1 million of credit plus a parent company, it's 9 cards. If I play with the cards, because that's the goal, and what do you get to do? Hello, sir. Hello. Good morning, Uncle Nate. How you doing? Share the live. Share the live. Help me help you. So what do we do? Very simple today. We would want the corporation to have its own credit files. I set up the dashboard for basically corporations in 1987. So share the live with everybody, please. If now we put you aside for a second, because right now you're running the rerun, you're having the rerun all the time. You do the same thing again and again and again. It's ridiculous. We repackage you. The repackage you is very simple. Is what do? You take care of your personal credit, wrap a rescore, push it up, get more credit, balance your debt to ratio. That's what you do. Now you have a 750 score guaranteed. I'll do that for you, analyze you, and I'll basically let my paralegal team help you for 9 months. If we take your LLC, C Corp, we're going to do one thing. Thank you for all the loves and the sharing the lives. Now, watch what happens. These are our Chase cards. Chase has 6 ink cards. If I get all 6 ink cards for the corporation, that's up to $350,000. That is up to $350,000. So $350,000 of credit for the corporation. If you take my design of division process that I got approved by all 50 states in 85, 86, every division can do it again and again and again. But again, that takes a little bit of time. You got to work your tail off. So every division, just on the Chase, can have 350. Every division can have an American Express card, okay, literally for the 100,000 paid overtime limit. And we can multiply these per division. Per what? So then you have to decide in your brain what you want to do. Do I want, parent company's got the cards, no problem. Do I want literally $300,000 if they're $100,000 each? It's 3 cards. If I want $600,000, I have to have 6 divisions. Okay, there you go. All right, see what happens is numbers don't lie, only people lie. If I want $1 million, it's 9 divisions. So what do we do? So you have to decide what your goal is, what your plan is. All right, so these cards can multiply per division. Now, I'm the godfather of credit. They nicknamed me years ago, hey, Hollywood. Haven't seen you for a week or so. So what do you get to do? Now, let's understand. The godfather of credit, I got that nickname in KNX, been on that station 50 years. Okay? I built 60 billion, all right, for myself and my clients in the last 50 years. I'm online every day, twice a day. I've been in person or online for 50 years, 6 days a week. Why you didn't show up now, I don't understand. I'm the original coach. I used to coach the coaches at Carlson Cheats, Dave Delgado, and Russ Dalby behind the scenes as well. So I'm the coach's coach. I got clients out there that are doing certain things as well. They buy my books, and sometimes they do, okay. So Hollywood, how you doing today? Okay? As we play this game, we're going to win. And understand. You, repackage you. Here's our entity. Entity could be LLC, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. All right, what do you want? And what C Corp is want to. So there's 6 categories. Now I got a couple of problems. Understand something. All right, my problems are simple. All right, I rhyme all the time. My IQ's off the chart. I recall most things. All right, and basically I stutter once in a while because my brain goes too fast. I was told as a kid, drink, all right, wine, or smoke pot. That's what the doctor said when I was 9 years old. How's that? That's terrible. So again, sorry, but it gets to what it is. All right, I can play the game if you let me, but again, you have to put up with rhyming all the time too. Again, helping coaches was fun. By the way, I've given away or set up more corporations on planet Earth than anybody. I'm the largest registered agent in the world. Simple. So if you tap the screen, you share the live, and you subscribe to me, we get to play the game. That's how it works. How does the process do? Again, pay attention because you're a little late to this. Okay, what do? We take you, rapid rescore. All right, we put you in that system. And you look at rapid refresh. I created that 49 years ago. Okay, very simple. Well, I don't drink and I don't smoke the pot, so I didn't listen to him. So guess what I get to do? I rhyme all the time, and guess what? You do both. That's fantastic. I stutter once in a while. The brain goes too fast for me. So, all right, so understand I'm going to stutter once in a while. I try to hide it as much as I can, but the more I talk, it seems to come out sometimes. So again, that's just me. Now, what do? Very simple. God, family, money. God is always first. Family, husband, wife became one. Now it's money. Money is very simple. We have to take our personal credit, do a rapid rescore. You have no choice. Why? Because you jacked up the wrong damn cards and your debt to ratio sucks on 80% of you. If you have good scores, you're going to add history. If you allow me to add the history to you, corporation division process. Now understand, I don't believe in trade line crap. I think it's fraud. You're lying. If you basically work with me and we partner in an agreement, we can use my $60 million of credit or the $1 billion of credit I'm connected to as well. As history, real stuff. That's just very simple. So if you understand, we rebuild you. I don't believe in credit repair. What are we going to do? Because credit repair is a ripoff. You're going to take a rapid rescore. That's what you're going to do first, all of you. Now, that's going to let us analyze you. And then from there, what are we going to do? The paralegal, I can't study it again. The paralegal team will actually help you for 9 months. What does that do for you? If I push your score up, it creates green lights. If I get green lights, you can reduce your debt to ratio. You reduce your debt to ratio. Got it so far? Then what do? You quit jacking up the wrong damn cards. You screwed up. Why did you screw up? Why did you screw up? Lack of knowledge. So if we take the American Express Gold and Platinum personal cards, the paid overtime limit is $100,000. $100,000. Got it so far? So if I have a bad day, week, month, or year, I get to jack these suckers up and not drop my score. If someone doesn't teach you the rules and tools, you're going to do it again. My clients out there are basically going blah, blah, blah. The problem is They're not teaching you how to get into business and not do it again. 90% of you had credit up and down all your life. You screwed up 3 or 4 times. You know you did. I know you did. So if I jack up the wrong cards, I screw up. If I put my sticky behind the card and I have these cards here, I maintain 750. So let's write it down. Number 1, you're in a rapid rescore. Number 2, we're going to analyze you. Number 3, okay, paralegal team's going to help you for 9 months. There you go. Okay, very simple. If we do this correctly. Now, what's the next thing is for you, structure. If we look at structure, that means the Supreme Court. They deemed an LLC, an LLP, a C Corp, an S Corp, a PC, all right, very simple, as a legal person. If we take that entity you have today and they sue it, they sue you. They what again? So if you look online today, Secretary of State's website, your entity's right there, so's your name, so when they sue that, they sue you. If you think an LLC is going to protect you, you've been listening to a bunch of dumb people. Dumb people, okay? When they sue the LLC, they sue you. So the reality is very simple. We get to play the game. Thank you, Cole. And we get to win. So your LLC, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. All right, C Corp, what are you going to have? What do you do? Thank you for the cowboy hat. Very simple. Now, we're going to take your corporation or your LLC, whatever you want to call it. Supreme Court says it's the legal person. We're going to get these cards first. I can get you these cards personally when you get a 649 on my dashboard. I'm an affiliate 119 creditors. So now the corporation has American Express Gold and Platinum. Well, A, they don't fluctuate. They don't care about corporation credit. That's about personal credit. The paid over time limit is 100,000. 100,000. Now you have to decide something at this time about divisions. If I now get these cards first, no problem. 100 paid over time limits up to 100,000. That's 200 grand. If I take the 6 Chase cards, there's 350. They have no interest up to 22 months. Chase gives away for crazy. Personal business. So if we do this to repackage you, now we talk about your entity. That's 350. So again, there are 10 cards to have, okay, to the corporation or your entity, whatever you can call it. Those 10 cards can reach $1 million of credit easily for the corporation. If you take each card per division, now like in the American Express card, each division would have its own card. That means we have $100,000 on a gold or platinum or $200,000 per entity. There's the go. Now you have to decide how much credit would you want to the entities. If I want $300,000 credit, I need 3 American Express cards. Okay? That's just on the American Express. If I want 600,000, I need 6. I have 3 more cards. If I want 1 million, 3 more cards again. That is $1 million of credit. See, numbers never lie, only people lie. Most people are missing some information. I've been studying law and accounting since I could walk. I was born in a taxi, thrown in a trash can, then given to Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. I got used and abused as a kid, and I wanted to have hell. So very simple. Share the life, share the life. What did I do? I went to the library to hide all the time. That's where my hiding place was. Read all the time, again and again and again. So I'd be reading books. Yeah, I went to school, got the paper, blah, blah, blah. The reality is any ding-dong can go to school, do the test and pass and get a piece of paper. Life teaches you how to live life. It kicks your assets. But what the problem is very simple, okay? You have to understand your circle for you. Are you talking about, all right, XRP? Well, that's a division, okay? XRP is a division, but again, no, I'm not talking about it yet. Share the life, share the life. So I'm talking about, what if you allow me to repackage you? Here's your corporation and entities. If I build you $1 million of credit, what would you do with the credit? Again, I'm just showing Chase and American Express currently, and if you did it my way, you get 8 other cards. There are 10 cards, literally 10 cards, that will get $1 million of credit to the corporation or LLC, and you can multiply per division. How much credit would you like to finance your dream? My clients out there are fantastic. They're helping you, blah, 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 fluctuation, and they're even talking about that, or rules and tools. But they're doing amateur hour. But no matter what happens with what you do with them, what if you don't build structure to build the dream and finance it? See, you're setting yourself up for probate. You're doing that to your kids. Your family did it to you before you, okay? So if we did it my way, you're not going to have probate and you're going to protect your assets. And it's more than just an irrevocable trust. So today, DM me. All right, take a picture. Here you go. This is very simple. This is your what? This is auto income for $100,000 a month. If you design your system, now again, you can do this yourself. I'll teach you how. We have three things. You do it all, I teach you how. We do it together, I become a CFO, attorney in fact, or I'll do all the work for you. So it's called you do, we do, I do. Got it? Write it down. Depends where you want to go when I build you the credit. So if you DM me now, okay, I'll give you the mouse pad, I'll even send it, and I'll even pay for all of it for you. Simple. What do you do? Love the mouse pad, coach. All right, it's really to quality. Is it quality? Okay. Well, the reality is I send them to everybody if they want. If they help me, help you. So the goal is very simple. LLC is not recommended as a corporation. Well, here's your problem. The original book for Supreme Court put all this in the same category. An LLC was a limited liability corporation. Some ding dong put division or actually put company, and the world followed the company. Now, an LLC, bottom line, there's 9 types. Depends on the application. The LLC people on social media, blah blah blah. Oh, you know, avoid the 15% employment tax. I don't care. You're gonna pull the draw, it's still tax. An LLC making money should convert to S until you get to 3 to 5 million. If you have a C corp, it's double tax. It should go S as well. See, the goal is very simple today. We want to not pay tax. None of us want to pay tax, but we have to. You're going to pay tax no matter what you do. Give it up if you don't think you're going to pay tax. But again, your paycheck is taxed because you don't understand SS5. Hell, you don't even know what an SS5 is until I explain it to you. All right, in the workshops and what I do all the time. 3 o'clock today, Pacific Standard Time. Write it down, compare the time zone. I'm at 3:56. What are you at? 3:56. Simple. So again, if you're in Central, that's 2 hours ahead. If you're in Eastern, it's 3 hours ahead. I want you to be online with me for an hour and a half at 3 o'clock today, Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to demonstrate a blueprint of success. I'm going to spend time with you. I'm going to make sure you take your cards, put them in front of you, you put a sticky. Because you have to dummy proof this. Then I'm going to show you how you get these cards personally, no problem. And then we're going to say your entity. That entity that the Supreme Court said, LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit PC, is a legal person. I'm the oldest coach, not by age, but been out there for 50 years. Where the blank have you been? I don't understand. Why have you not played with me before? I have 50 million people I've helped division process and 39 million millionaire clients so far. I've sold or given away more corporations on planet Earth than anybody. I'm the largest registered agent in the world. They call me the Godfather of credit for 60 billion of credit for my clients and for myself over the years. So today, tap the link, tap the screen, share the live. Why? Because I want you to learn how to get your act together. Thank you, Cole. This is a book I want you to download for free. Can't find it in the link tree, 800-254-9506. So I want you to focus on something today. I want you to understand something. This is a free download. If you don't do it now, all right, it costs you about $25. It's up to you. From there, I'd like you to focus on winning the credit game because I'm against credit repair. Credit rebuilding, what you should be doing today. Rebuilding, not credit repair. The Fair Credit Reporting Act says it's fraud. They say they have to be nonprofit. They cannot collect money up front, and they must have a bond. You have so many flakes out there going, I'm going to repay you credit. Ooh, goody. Well, let them. If you get ripped off, that's your own fault. Now, if you download the book, it'll help you understand your credit. You'll see several cars in my 21 car collection at the time. So understand, I bought my first Lamborghini, and I was driving it at 15, 16 years old for the hell of it. Been driving since I was 12. Simple, I had a beard at 12. No one can figure out my age. It's none of their damn business. Now, 1976, my first system I tried to show the world. And that's what I did. So what happens? Very simple. What does that get? Phone number again? 800-254-9506. This is winning the credit game. All right, download. And this is winning the what? The game of business. I want to show the world what I created for myself. I was so excited at 15 years old, driving a Lamborghini and $1 million in the bank. I've been a car finder and other things as well. What did we do? Again, I wanted to show the world what I created for myself, say you can do it too. In 1976, ladies and gentlemen, I was 16 friggin' years old. Why the hell haven't you got off your assets? What's wrong with you? These don't work? I can get anybody a millionaire, billion if you want. Got billionaire status at 21 years old through corporate structure. I'm not rich. I'll never say I'm rich because that makes no sense. I'm rich. Look at me. Don't buy a house, but I got two for $50 million. That guy's the biggest damn clown out there. Well, that's the problem. Share the live, share the live. What do? You get the free downloads. You want your articles for free? There you go. I just want to help you. Is that okay if I help you? I help you, you help me. What a concept. How about we help each other? Now, I've written basically 67 books out there. One of the ones I'm working on right now is called Always Good. I have 40 books that's in my head that we're putting in, and actually in editing right now, 40 books. By the end of the time this year, I'll have over 100 books I've written over the years because my brain doesn't stop and I have some fun. Now, understand, winning the game of business, all right, what did I do? Very simple. In 1985-86, I created a division process. It got approved by all 50 states, by the way. Okay? What's the number again? They've been posting it on the link tree, all the clients helping you too. 800-254-9506. It's right in front of you. It's in the link tree as well. So I kept updating the system. Then I decided to do books for dummies. I feel like a dummy when I do something new. So I feel like a dummy. Now understand something today. I had a couple problems for me. Okay, I rhyme all the time. Sorry to say I do. All right, I've tried not to, but the difference is I've done it all my life. So guess what? From there, all right, I basically write with both hands, not at the same time. And I rhyme again. I have an IQ off the chart. And the bottom line is I stutter once in a while. So if you understand I stutter, that's reality. It's just me. Just being truthful with you. They said I was dumb. My IQ's off the chart. I created my first $1 million at 15 years old. And I got a billionaire status at 21. Who's dumb? Them or me? Simple, simple. Now, if you use my system like Linda did since 1986, take a picture of that part. She'll tell you I made her a millionaire 5 times. If you'd like your corporation to be worth millions and billions, let me know. I'll help you. But it's up to you to listen and learn. Got it so far? Linda took the Hyatt Hotel in Texas, named it after me, called the Blueprint Apartments. The Blueprint Apartments. It's a $27 million project. Here's your future. Okay? What is it? Your LLC, your LLP, your C Corp, your S Corp, your nonprofit, your PC. Let's understand what that means, okay? Those entities Supreme Court says is a legal person. Join or basically subscribe. If you don't get the pieces, all right, call the number. They'll send you those pieces as well. If you're driving, understand, no problem. I understand that. Make a little thing that you can. Pull over if you can. Don't do something in text while you're driving, please. I want you to be safe. I want you to take care of your family. That's your job. So if we have our entity, we have, listen carefully, a division. The division, I'd say, for Bitcoin. Unfortunately, most people, silly people, not you, of course, they use their taxable income to buy Bitcoin. That's called dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. That's what it is. Makes no sense. If I have a separate division for gold, separate divisions for silver, or stock trading, and then I want my entities. I got my first Jack in the Box through corporate structure when I was 19. See, they're ran by management companies. So if we understand auto income, I wrote the books about laundromat, dry clean car wash just 47 years ago. Now you get somebody, you need laundromat cars. You need to own them, not run them. That's the goal. It's auto income. Any business run by third-party management and you're the owner, that's auto income. So again, what do? Maybe I'll get you the storage unit, the apartment complex. How about a Wendy's restaurant? How about a gas station with the store, gas station? You're an investor. The investor part. So that's what you have to understand today, okay? The more I'm on TikTok, the more I loosen up, get a little more comfortable with people. And that's why I tell you today I stutter, because I do. I stutter all once in a while. I used to do stutter as a kid. Can you imagine? Girl's name, Silvertooth, Watts Torrance and author, and you had to kick ass and run, or assets and run, or I just try to kick ass and not run. And you can stutter all the time. It sucks. So I try not to. I try to hide it. Is that okay if I hide it from you? Simple. The Blueprint for Success, I sold at the Bonaventure for 32 years. 32 years. All right, I was the second largest advertiser in California. Every Tuesday, Orange County. Every Wednesday, Bonaventure. Every Thursday, Ontario. Every Saturday, Long Beach, Marriott. So that's what I did. 32 years in a row, second largest advertiser in California. But what happens is I've been teaching and preaching for 6 days a week. I made a promise to God when I was in a coma when I was 7 years old. I've been trying to keep my promise. Most of the time I keep my promise not too bad. Sometimes I screw it up, but that's just how it works. Now, I'm the guy that was training Ken Yarborough. He was at TRW Security Chief. TRW Security Chief, okay? From there, what happened? I'm training him, and we wrote a book in 1987. See, I developed Division Process 84. I'm the king of satellite television, blah, 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 all these things. And I got Shakey's and 31 flavors, all right, ice cream, Subways, and pizzas, and I don't want to pay franchise tax fee. That would have cost me $1 million too. No, thank you. Ken and I wrote a book. It was basically called New Credit File Segregation. I didn't like the book. The back of my books would always show me I hold the record at the time for 13 feet high kick after 2 feet. So I had the highest kick and the fastest kick on planet Earth. One of my cars in my car collection, one of my mansions, one of my yachts. Why not? But they're not mine. I'm not dumb enough to put something in my name. I learned by John D. Rockefeller, who's my hero, how not to screw up. So I don't want you to screw up either. Is that okay? Is that okay today we play the game to win? Again, if you DM us and if you need this, one mouse pad is very simple. Put the number on the screen to repeat it, the number again. 800-254-9506. It's in the link tree. It's also, and when you subscribe, it's right there for you. But again, write it down, call it in a couple hours. What I do, and I just have to be very honest with you, I boss people around. Okay, I'm going to boss you around. In other words, I'm going to tell you what to do. I think your problem is you didn't connect your dots. I think you're great people, you're missing some pieces. But if you let me help you, I can rebuild you. Okay? It's like today, the first time I ever told people I stutter. Because once in a while, are you drunk or do you drink? No, I stutter. I try to hide it. I try to hide the rhyming thing. I try as much as I can because I don't want people to know I rhyme. But I have to tell you I'm going to do that. It just comes out. And then the IQ's off for the friggin' charts. It's simple. Recall most things. And I have my 3 computers. I use them at the same time. I freak people out all the time. It's fun. So me, I'm going to be me. I want you to be you. Please be you. But add your pieces. I don't want you to be me. I want you to be yourself. As a kid, I was used and abused. Mrs. Hope called me a piece of you know what, probably 1 million times at least. I had to do self-motivation. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. I'm one of the few, not one of the many. That's what I do. I had to believe in myself. God, family, money. Simple. If today you're in a rapper rescore, let's write down rapper rescore, okay, please. All right, I'm going to screenshot this here because I want to make sure you get the phone number. So sorry, it'll probably stop for a second, okay? Let it stop for a second, okay? So I want to help every one of you. But the problem today you probably have, you scroll through the internet, blah, 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 social media. I got clients out there now, customers, actually students, trying to help you. They're missing a lot of pieces, but okay. Eventually they'll get it right. As Ryan says, please help me some more. I'll help him. I can train him. Okay, no problem. He bought my book 15 years ago. I show at 18. He says 15. Oh, wow. What do we have to do? Write it down. Rapid rescore. Write down rapid rescore. Look at it. 49 years ago, I created it for mortgage companies. Today, we look at rapid refresh. Why? It would block the crap, push your score up. The score goes up. What does that do for us? That allows us flat out to do one thing. Get green lights to get credit cards to reduce our debt. You have 2 choices on the credit cards you jacked up. Pay them down because you have a bunch of money in the bank, which you probably don't, okay? Or increase the limits by calling the creditor and finding out how you do that. I'll show you how to do it as well. Or pay them down. If a rapid reach score was in place, your score would be pushed up. It usually pushes up 50 to 150 points. All right, in about 3 weeks. This creates green lights, the ability to get a card that basically does what? Reduces your debt. Or if not, I'll help you get a loan. You have to understand, all cards for you personally, all right, that fluctuate need a sticky and have to be at 29%. I wrote the rules and tools. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit, for 50 years, helping people 6 days a week. So when I trained Yarborough, then in '87 we wrote that book, then I set up the dashboard. I set up the dashboard to allow credit cap applications to utilize tax ID. It's very simple. So again, tax ID is out there if you know what you're doing as well. If I get my personal American Express Gold and Platinum, the personal cards, what do we do? It's very simple. Okay? If I get my personal cards, they don't fluctuate. That's utilization. In other words, I can max these out $100,000. $100,000. Okay, I can reduce this to 29% if we play the game. But again, what do? So the bottom line is very simple. See, you'll see my brother's card here. His name is Ryan, if you don't know that. He's right there, Ryan. So I use this card as an example because he allows me to. So that's kind of fun. All right, but I don't know my brothers. Isn't that terrible? Because I got thrown in the trash can. My mommy and daddy didn't want me. I'm the one that got thrown away because I'm the, can you see, bastard child? I don't want to get blocked on anything, okay? That's just me. Okay. I got to be Mrs. Hope Cheeto from hell. I'm the one they threw away. Isn't that terrible? That kind of sucks. But again, I got the million to billion structure. That's just me. Tap the screen, share the live, give the hearts and goodies. I want to get to 50,000 followers between now and the weekend. I'm at 43,000 so far. So today, write it down again and again. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to have you online with me for an hour and a half. I want you to have your tablet pen ready, and I want you to take all your cards in front of you, and I want you to put a sticky. I want you to dummy proof this. I'm going to show you how you never, 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 never bring the pain home again. Ever, ever, ever. Got it so far? Never bring the pain home. Then I'm going to show you how we get these cards for you, if you allow me to do it for you. Pay to return $100,000. I want you to have a gold and platinum card because they don't fluctuate. What does that mean? So if I do rapid rescore, I analyze you, the paralegals dispute you for 9 months, put you on track, not repair or rebuilding. All right, put your fluctuation in track. We get these cards here, they don't fluctuate. Now you're at a 750 score. Got it so far? Then we take the LLC, the LLP, the C Corp, the nonprofit, the PC. Those categories, Supreme Court said it's what? Illegal person. Legal what? Person. I'm going to take that and build you 100,000 of credit. Okay, if you allow me to. These cards here. Pay to tell them 100,000. Okay, no problem. Now, I'm also going to get your ink cards. Up to 6 of them if you allow me to do it for you. That's about $350. So there's $350. Here's 2. There's $500,000 just for the corporation by itself, okay? Now, if that's done correctly, then I'm going to say, what about divisions? Then I'm going to say about, write down checkbook money. That's the bank giving you up to $150. Okay, they'll do that. I'll line you up for that. American Express, I want you to look at blueprint loan. Blueprint loan. I want you to understand that. That's $250,000. Now, here's numbers. Numbers never lie, only people lie. This is the difference, okay? So tap the screen. All right, share the live, help me help you, bottom line. Get some free books, get your articles for free, get your mouse pad. If you have all right, LLC, C Corp, LLP, P, blah, 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 all the 6 categories, I'm going to have a division for you. If I build credit to the corporation, if you have 3 divisions, what does that do for you? 3 divisions build you $300,000 of credit. That's just on these. Now, understand what this is. Credit equals finance and dream. If I use this to buy a business, I use borrow money, all right, close an escrow. The business is bought off borrow money. Now they pay the debt, and I get the leftover. That leftover is between $3,000 and $10,000 a month per division. So write it down. So what do? These is, I have 3 of these, that means 300,000. 3 divisions, 300,000, okay? Could be 600,000. If I have 6 divisions, okay, that's 3 more cards, okay? That's 600,000. If I want basically $1 million, I need 3 more cards. Okay, there's $1 million of credit now. Simple. If we do this correctly, I want to show them all at once because someone said, well, you just pull on the same card. There's always a turd giving me crap. There's always what I call the blank head giving me crap. There's always, you have the same thing in your life too. Why not just do 100,000 each? That's what they are. Did you understand that? Each division is a $100,000 card, just off these suckers, okay? But you have to understand, how many divisions would you want? You have to calculate. Numbers never lie, just people do. So if I have this for the parent company, there's 200,000. If I take the 6 ink cards, there's 350,000. That's 500,000. I'm not even counting about the eight other cards. There are literally 10 cards that I like. The rest I think suck. Now, I'm doing that for the corporation, LLC, C Corp, whatever you have. Then I'm doing it for divisions, the division process. The division process. Join the live, share the live, everything else. So yes, not just 100,000 each. Well, I understand something. If you had the divisions and the credit, would you not want to finance a Wendy's, a storage unit, a laundromat, car wash, Bitcoin, stock, while trading, gold, silver? This builds a $5 million company in about 12 months. So again, what do? All right, each division will have up to $1 million of credit, by the way, not just 100,000. Numbers don't lie, people do. So if I daisy chain credit, since I created that in 1989, I can build the finance to build the dream and structure for you. So your goal for you is connecting your dots. You're great people, you're doing phenomenal, but you're missing pieces. Should I close my hell no, you keep that LLC. No, you're not stupid. Don't be stupid. I'm sorry. Forgive me, TikTok. I said that word to get banged for 5 minutes every time. I don't want you to be dumb. That's allowed, okay? That one doesn't get me in trouble. That LLC, if it's active, it has history. The age builds lines of credit at the bank. Age builds lines of credit at the bank. So that LLC, all right, I'm going to tell you what to do. I like to size you up, analyze you right away, and I like to play the game. How do you start? 3 o'clock today, Pacific Standard Time. Or call the office and talk to a specialist in about 2 hours. All right, again, I want you to compare time because 3 o'clock this afternoon, Pacific Standard Time is important to me. I'm going to go live for an hour and a half. Tablet, pen, put your cards in front of you, and a sticky tablet as well. Let's compare time. Right now I have what? I'm going to check all the cards, 3:15. Got it? 3:15, is that correct? Simple. Pacific Standard Time. So understand something, okay? Yes, I have one that matches my outfit, to be honest with you. The question was, Rolex. I have one per outfit. Why not, don't you? They're not mine. Belong to the corporation. They're actually an irrevocable trust. But I wear one to match the outfit every day, okay? I actually drive the car that matches what I drive too. So if I drive and I have the black car, black outfit, matches. Lamborghini, Ferrari, whatever you do. See, just do it me. That's how it works for me. So you keep your LLC till I look at it, okay? Let's analyze you. Let's analyze the hell out of all of you. Could you imagine today, all right, if you wrote down today, it's February 18th, 2026. In the next 12 months, you can have $1 million to $5 million company if you do what you're told to do. What a concept. What if you converted your LLC to the C? Hell no. Stop it. World's greatest yard sale? Hell no. You don't take an LLC and turn it into a C Corp. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. You're not dumb. You're just saying dumb. Sorry. No, thank you. No, thank you. The LLC will convert to S. Write down S. Single filing. IRS up to 3 to 5 million. We break even. That's what you want to do. Break even. Now, what do? C Corp will turn to S. So you don't get rid of that LLC. We're going to play my way. Your way sucks. Sorry. I'm just going to tell you the truth. I've been out there for 50 years, 6 days a week, helping people every day, classes on Saturday as well. Why you haven't showed up, I don't know. I made a promise to God when I was 7 years old. It's how it works. See, when I was 7 years old going down Delane Street on a bicycle, I used my face as the brake. 42 miles an hour, pop. I'm in a coma. I can hear two people talking about $20. $20 is very simple. They said for $20, all right, he gets the porcelain tooth. All right, if not, he gets a silver standard. Can you imagine? Rhyming all the time, all right, IQ off the chart, all right, recall, right, both hands at the same time, and a girl's name, silver tooth, and going to Watts, Torrance, and Long Beach. You gotta learn to kick it or run. I'd rather die than run. So I got to learn to be a little tougher than normal. So my promise was very simple. All right, I woke up on the couch, this on Delane Street, okay? Their maid came up and said, and they rang the bell in front of me, you gotta go pee-pee, you're crippled, I'll take you pee-pee. So I was gonna take me pee-pee, oh, that nice, I'm 7 years old, okay? I can't walk, I'm crippled, I'm a bloody mess, I got bandied, I'm just a mess. Well, I rang the bell to go pee-pee. She never showed up. What do? I still got to go pee-pee. I rode off the couch to the ugly orange shag carpet, and I dragged myself to the pee-pee. I was praying while I'm laying there, God, please let me walk. I'm only 7 years old, but my brain was different than most people. I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old. Memorized everything. Freaked them all out. They thought I was, I was told I'm a piece of whatever. I dragged myself to the pee-pee. I'm praying and praying, God, let me walk, let me walk. After going pee-pee, I walked back to the couch. They all ran in there. What? They rushed me to the hospital. How's this possible? See, I hurt my spine. I'm not supposed to ever walk again. That's what they told me. God healed me. Simple. What did I do? I made a promise. I promised God, very simple, if he let me walk again, I'd help people the rest of my life. That's what I did. Very simple. So again, I keep my promise. Good morning, college, stripes, tie, and up. All right, great, and you're real. No? Well, as you know, I'm real. It's very simple. So the goal is understand Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit, who built $60 billion of credit. When I started my first business, all right, look online, you can find it out today. I started Helping Hand Industries. I sent away $10. That's all it was, $10. I didn't know what I was really doing. Well, it's simple. I turned around and listened to Mrs. Hope's poker game. She's calling me a piece of what all the time. It's not nice, but that's what it is. And I listened, they said a corporation's a legal person. That's what they said. Legal person. Okay? Legal person. Going to ask what happened when you were 7. I just told the story. Hopefully you listened to it. So I've been in 2 comas so far. My last coma in 2009, I got to die. I lost $3.7 billion to the tax guy who stole my stuff. Had to fight to go get him back again and again. See, life kicks your assets. It's going to kick your assets all your life. That's how it works. I know you're talking about, it's been basically how it's real for me, right? Real red Fred, okay, or whatever that meant. So structure. If we understand, we're all going to go through hell. This is where we're at today. Sometimes I think we're in hell. But again, we're passing a test. Faith and persistence. So when I started my first business, listening to a poker game, and Mrs. Hope called me the piece of in the corner, it wasn't very nice. But that's what she did. She was mean and cruel. The more mean she was, the more her eyes went red. I always believe she's the devil's wife, okay? If you share the live today, I want you to get Starting Out Right. The book's for you. Starting Out Right. This is what you get to do today. Starting Right. I want you to do that right away, okay? So what does that mean? This is a free download for all of you. If you can't find a link tree or subscribe, all right, call the office. If they show you online sharing the live, they'll send it to you. If you didn't share the live, they'll charge you $25. I want you to help me help you. Is that okay? Is that fair? Okay? So the bottom line is very simple. Okay, and what do we get to do? Play the game. So again, what does LBC stand for? I don't know. Ray is from the LBC, whatever that is. Okay, I have no idea. Okay, but again, I don't know what that means. So guess what? If you want to download this, all right, it's free. It's in the link tree to help you. Now download this for your kids, please. Now also get a copy for yourself. Well, that's Long Beach. Okay, the Long Beach. Okay, that's true. Well, Long Beach is very simple. I was there at Marriott for 32 years every Saturday. Hell, why not? But I was the second largest advertiser in California. Second largest advertiser in California for 32 years. Tuesday, all right, Ontario. Tuesday, Orange County. Wednesday, Bonaventure, always. Thursday, Ontario. Saturday, Long Beach. I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years. Sounds like you're doing the best out of all of the siblings. Well, I don't know about that. I was the only one they threw in the damn trash can. Okay? Why'd they throw me in a trash can? Okay? Here's my brother's cards. His name is Ryan. Figure that out. Okay? Figure that out. So guess what? So I'm the piece of, you can't say bastard child, right? You can't say that loud. The B child, whatever you want to call it. I'm the one they didn't want because it was embarrassing. So if you basically download in the link tree, okay, you get to play the game, and this is winning the credit game. Winning the credit game. Okay. I don't want you to do credit repair because I think it's a fraud. Federal Trade says, and Federal Trade Commission says, online, Fraud, scam. Do not collect money up front to be a nonprofit. That's what it says. So what do we get to do? If you get my books, I've written 67 so far, Winning the Credit Game. It's $50. Today it's free in the download. But look at the books. You can see me with Lamborghinis of the age of 15 and above. See, I'm not full of crap. Most people are, sorry to say, but they are. So what do? The free download. Now understand, I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarbrough, TRW, and then I became a Spirit in 96. My design was oldest card and 29% rule. Ken and I wrote to the new credit file in 87. Didn't like it because I thought he wanted to lie. I didn't like it at all. I don't want to teach you how to set up a new credit file. Hell no. Then you're not going to be honest with your creditors and rip them off? No way. That's not right. You have to understand, honor your debt. Don't be a damn crook. But that's the ultimate goal. I don't want you to do this. So I put it on the damn shelf. Okay, that's what I did. So what do? File segregation is what he even says in the damn book. Hell no. The back of the books would always show this. There's me, 1981, highest kick, fastest kick on planet Earth. Only 13 feet. One of the 21 card collections, one of the mansions, and one of the yachts. I built the first mansion when I was 16. People, what the hell's wrong with you? I don't understand. Why don't you do what I do? It's simple. It's not hard to do. All you have to do is follow through. DM us if you want a copy. Take a picture. This is a mouse pad. I'll send it to you. Okay? And I'll pay all the costs for you for free. Why not? See, all right, I want to change the world. That's my whole design. But I made my promise when I was 7 to help people the rest of my life. That's what I'm doing so far. When I slowed down a little bit in 2009, oh crap. Took my yacht in my backyard to watch the fireworks July 4th. July 5th, I'm in a coma. I guess God wasn't done with what he needed to do. He allowed me to die in a coma, and they stole my $3.7 billion. I go get it again. All right, I go get them because I didn't die. I get to come back. But then I built $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Easy. I have 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions. It's easy. So what do we get to do? We get to play. So I basically rebuilt myself $1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Why don't you? It's easy. It's not hard to do. It never has been. Now, I bought my wife her next estate. We don't live in a house. We live in a friggin' estate. The front yard's 1.5 acres just for the hell of it. But it was bought through a trust. Why would anybody buy a house through themselves? It makes no sense. Good morning, Brandy. Brandy's our GM, general manager. All right, isn't that fun? So understand today, we play my way. Rapper rescore. That's what I need you in all today. Now. 800-254-9506. Call the specialist in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, okay? They'll help you doing a rapid. That means I'm going to personally analyze you. If you did it today, I will personally analyze your credit. And I'm going to tell you what to do on Fridays at 3 o'clock. I will personally analyze it for you. I have recall on most things anyway. It's just half the fun. Now, the paralegals will dispute stuff for you to make sure it's accurate and honest for 9 months. We don't do credit repair. That's flakes. So then, 3 o'clock today, Pacific Standard Time, you're going to play my way. That's how you want to play. Okay? I want you for an hour and a half online, tab and a pen in front of you, and sticky tabs. Then I want your credit cards in front of you too. We're going to dummy proof your credit cards today. You're going to put a sticky behind every one. An example. This is $10,000 credit. $10,000. If I take it past 29%, I designed this, I would be yellow than red. This is what you did for your credit. Most of you jacked up your wrong card and you're stuck. You're good people, but you're stuck and that sucks. I'd like to get you 7 to 10,000 and 150. Is that all right? 150? It's no problem. This is fun stuff. I like that. See, that's my wife's card. I use my wife's cards or my cards on purpose to show you as demonstration because you really had the card? Hell yeah. Why would I say something else? I mean, I've been doing this for 50 years helping people. We take our American Express Gold and Platinum. They don't fluctuate. If you have an old bad day, week, month, or year, you jack these suckers up. You don't jack up these. It'd be dumb. I'm not allowed to say the other word. It'd be just flat out dumb. Why would you jack up the wrong damn card? I didn't know any better, Ray. See, there's your excuse. So you all have excuses. Share the live. Now, let's go to that entity you have. I got an LLC, Ray. Well, that's good. Which kind do you have? There are 9 types. 9 types. See, you don't need 5 LLCs. That's just a circus clown. You need 1 LLC. Now, If you allow me, I'll give you the gold and platinum cards for the LLC or C Corp, whatever you got. No problem. Paid hotel limit should be up to 100,000. Then I'm going to get the 9 other cards. We're going to go at Chase. All right, up to 6 of those suckers. Because why? It's 350,000. Between a Chase and American Express, that's $500,000 of credit. If you got all this lined up, $500,000 for the corporation. Then we want to get checkbook money. Checkbook money is lines of credit. Now, here's the problem with some of you. Sorry to say, but it's true. When you're going after a line of credit or a blueprint loan, you have a problem. The problem is simple. They want to see transactions. They want to see transactions and an average balance 100,000 plus if you don't have it. Here's what happens with me, okay? If you partner up in any kind of a program, there's a different program. I'll let you use my petty cash account. Petty cash, this one alone, $387,000 in January. Oh, don't worry about the sister card account as well, 66. So I show in my petty cash for my clients what they need to, up to $500,000 a month average income. They're the petty cash, all right, transactions. So that helps them get a line of credit. But again, they have to partner up into a business. Then I tell you about your 18 divisions, getting a bank account tied to the parent company. You heard of B of A before? See, if you listen and learn in the next 12 months, you could actually become a corporate millionaire, but it's up to you. Would you like to be a corporate millionaire? I think you should. But again, that's up to you too. I don't want you to ever say I'm rich. I'm not rich. Hell, I've never been rich. I've never been dumb enough to say I'm rich. Only dumb people say I'm rich. Oh, that's called dumb. Oh, don't buy a house. Or if I got 2 for 50 million, I'm a double talker and I'm a clown. Sound like Grant? Yeah, it is. So the rally is very simple. If you allow me to build you those cards for the corporation, an LLC division process, then we're going to chase. We're going to do basically cards on that, and we're going to do divisions. Numbers never lie, only people lie. If I take these cards from Chase, and I get it from every division, I designed division process, literally division process, in 1985-86. I got it approved all 50 states. I set it first dashboard in 1987 that allows tax ID. I train Yarbrough. I will be a corporate mayor. Well, you could be if you listen and learn, but I don't want you to put the word I. I'm a puppet master controlling millions and billions. Okay, I do want to put I there. I have what? Maybe the corporations I represent have millions and billions. Simple. I never want someone to say basically what? Blah, 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 blah. Was it approved in 1991? No, it was 85-86, by the way. So Nate, it was 1985-86 because I don't want to pay franchise tax fee. It's in my books. You'll see it basically lined up 45 years ago anyway. Okay, so what do? If I get Chase, all 6 ink cards for the corporation, that's $350. That means if I get the corporation, these 2 cards, 100,000 each, paid over time limit, plus the $350. That's $500,000 just on 2 cards. There's actually literally 10 cards I want for your corporation, which could create $1 million period plus. Then I want to multiply it by division. Can you give your number? It's in the link tree, Dex. 800-254-9506. Understand something. I've only been on TikTok and social media for 13 weeks. I wanted to try it. What the heck? Eric, one of my IT guys, kept pushing me not to do it for years. He worked his way out. He's gone. What do? All I wanted to do is try it. So for 13 weeks, in 12 weeks, I got 30,000 followers. All right, simple plus. All right, from there. I want to get to 40. I'm 40. Now I want to get to 50. So the followers are very simple. It's fun. Click the link below. Get all the goodies for free. Tap the screen. Share the live. If we do this correctly, it's simple. Your entity would have 100,000 of credit per entity. If I got all 10 cards, that's $1 million per entity. Your problem, ladies and gentlemen, is your finance. You steal the money from your family and knock it off. It's ridiculous. We repackage yourself. Simple. God, family, money. Family's husband and wife. That's what we have to do. Link tree is right below. All right. It says I'm here. I'm him. Link tree. Tap the screen, share the live, subscribe. That's all you need to do. See, if you get to know me, I'll get to know you. Now, again, I have some problems. I rhyme all the time. Sorry to say I do that all the time. I try not to. I force myself not to rhyme because I don't want to do that. When I was a kid, they said I was dumb. That's not nice. This is so call me a piece of what? Okay. I write with both hands and talk at the same time. My IQ's off the chart. I have recall in those things. And once in a while, I stutter. Is that okay? Get to know me, I get to know you. This is what it is. If you allow me to repackage you, that was the ultimate goal. I actually had a company years ago called Repackage in America. When I won an award, everybody asked me on stage, did I make boxes? Damn, the wrong name. My wife does not like that I use my name on any company. But honey, they're asking if it's me anyway. They know it's me, okay? So I got it to the point is, okay, honey, we got Reynolds University, Reynolds Financial Services. These are pieces to represent what I'm trying to teach, to keep my promise to the world, what I made a promise to God when I was 7 years old. So again, what do? So guess what? First billion, well, my first billion structure was at 21 years old. 2.6 billion, 26. When I died in a coma, the structure was 3.7 billion, but that's not me. Remember, I'm a consultant for these companies. I don't get a paycheck. Do you know I can quit or I can be fired right now? Simple. So I've had a paycheck for 40 years. Why would I want one of those damn things? I got everything I want. Why not? Why would I want a paycheck? To be taxed and I get taxed everything I do? No. Taxed is because you don't basically go and pay yourself what you do to break even. House payment gets you back your money on your tax return. The corporation uses borrowed money, not taxable. Okay? And then what do? You're out the interest credit card. You don't get it. I mean, I don't understand people. If I use these today and I buy a Wendy's restaurant or what, a McDonald's, I got my first McDonald's at 19, corporate structure, a laundromat, car wash, whatever it is, auto income. I use these to close an escrow or blueprint loan. Escrow closes, escrow pays the payment, and I get the leftover, and I use borrowed money at the first time. It's like, are you freaking kidding? This is the best game in town. I don't understand. So the bottom line is, guess what you get to do is have fun and play the game. But what do you get to do? Your problem is still you. I don't understand. Using corporate credit to get the auto income, and it pays for itself, get the leftover. Hell, that's the best game in town. But I've been playing that all my life. So I put out there, winning the game of business. I released the first version of this, okay, at basically 1976. I'm driving a Lamborghini with $1 million in the bank. Why weren't you? I was 16. When they asked some ding dong, is it better to do it nowadays or before? Every day is good. I've been doing millions and billions through corporate structure through that process for 50 years. It doesn't matter what time it is. It means you get off your assets and you go get it. Here's your problem. There's you. Pissing away time every day. There's you. There's you. What are you doing? Whee! Your problem is you. Fire yourself. Hire me. Because, what you've been doing sucks. That's just my opinion. Don't take it personally. But I think you've been doing it wrong. Is that okay if we do it my way? All right? Because you're stuck. I mean, come on. You got in that rat race. That you let life control you. You got the job you probably hate. And your credit score sucks. I don't get it. Why would you ever bring the damn pain home? I don't get it. I've been out there for 50 freaking years, 6 days a week, helping people keeping a promise to God. What the blank's wrong with you? I don't get it. I don't understand. I can do a rapid rescore today for you. Today, not tomorrow, today. I can push your score up and away in 3 weeks. There you go. Create screen lights. Because you have to reduce your debt to ratio because you jacked up the wrong damn card. That's on you. You jacked up the wrong damn card. These don't fluctuate. Damn it, they don't fluctuate. What that blank is wrong with people? Now, you got some of my amateur clients doing some pieces, doing what they think they know how to do. They know pieces. They haven't fine-tuned it. They didn't let me finish coaching them. They bought books and they can do it on their own. Ryan's a good example, okay? When you rebuild your credit, what are you going to do next? You're going to screw it up again. What are you going to do? You're screwed up again. If I don't help you get auto income, you're going to have the duck and sheep life through all your life. Your family left you with probate. You're doing the same thing to your kids today. Probate. It sucks. John D. Rockefeller is my hero. Why? In 1934, irrevocable trust. The billions and billions and billions, they don't pay tax and gave away money. You don't get it. Okay? I've been studying rich and famous people since I could friggin' walk. But again, what do we need to do? All right, going to school, get the test, no problem. I did that too, big deal. School taught you how to pass the test. It's easy. I have recall. Read the book, test that. Well, it's boring as hell. Unless you're going to be Dr. Law or CPA, then school's okay. But I did that too. Simple. But I want to play. Your goal is up to you. I want to play the game. Can you play with me? Hey, I tried to do it for free when I was 26 with 2.6 billion in credit, structure, foundation, everything. They wanted to play. They had no skin in the game. So the reality is simple. For 50 years, 6 days a week, keeping my promise that I made to God, helping people. Thank you for joining the fan club. Tap the screen now. Follow me. I'll change your life. You know what? I can guarantee it writing. See, your problem is you. Didn't that suck? What did you do? You jacked up the cards? You dropped the score, you can't get any more? That's wrong. Wrong. God found me money. All right? They don't fluctuate. You screwed up the wrong card. I got an LLC, Ray. Fantastic. Goody. There are 9 types. What kind do you have? You got an LLP. You got C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. Fantastic. Supreme Court said it's a legal person. When they sue those entities I mentioned, they sue you. Congratulations. Walk around going, quack, quack, quack. I'm a duck. I'm a sheep. You might as well. When they sue an LLC, it's online. They sue you. You're the only damn voice it has. C Corp, S Corp. If you don't do the vision process, what God gave me as a vision in 1984, 85, there's your problem. I've been getting visions since I was 4 years old. It's fun. It's like the answer to the puzzle. It's easy. But if you don't listen, how can I help you? So what do we have to do? 50 damn years helping people. 6 days a week having fun. Share the life. Now. Hey, I just want to repackage it my way because your way sucks. Take a picture. Oh, I said that out loud. Take a picture. Whee! I'll send you a mouse pad for free. I'll pay for all of it for you. Why not? We do it at the Reynolds University. It's a nonprofit. All right? I don't want you to do new file segregation. Didn't like it. I told Ken that. I don't like it when we got done with that. In the link tree, if you share the live today or you subscribe all the pieces, get winning the credit game for free. Hell, why not? I don't want you to hire a credit repair. It's against federal law. Federal Credit Report Act says so. Why would you do that? No. I'd like you to look in the book in the back of it. You'll see some of the Lamborghinis part of the collection. I only had 21 cars in the car collection. Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Mercedes, all right? All kinds of goodies. They're not mine. I'm not dumb enough to put it in my name. Now, you got Howdy Doody out there going, you will need to sell your car to the trust. All right, I'm a Howdy Doody. Go to the DMV and register it. Is this guy the dumbest thing in the world or something? I don't understand dumb. I mean, he tells people the dumbest thing I ever watched in my life. What does that mean? If you take your card today and you go to the DMV and register to the trust, everything in the trust is up for grabs when you get sued and screwed up. That is called dumb. The only thing a car should do is be registered to a division. This is Royal Rose. Fantastic. Share the love, share the life. Please download this for your kids now. It's called Starting It Right. I'll be at colleges and schools all the time, helping the kids how to play the game. That's what I wanted you to do for your kids today. Download it for yourself and download it for your kids. Starting It Right. Rules and tools. Because why? I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. Hell, I set up the system behind the scenes. I'm the one that demonstrated the what? Rules and tools for Yarborough, TOW, everything else. All right, you move non-type LLC. Well, again, do you want the LLC? I got to look at it. I want to know what you have. If it's a standard LLC, that's fine. LLC will convert to S because I said so when you get to start making money. When you get to 3 to 5 million, because I'm going to get you there too, we're going to change strategies again. Volume of money changes strategies. You receive money, SSN, that's tax, probably when you're gone. S is for doesn't pay tax till it's profitable. Borrow money is not taxable. See, your problem is you. I'm sorry to say it's you. Fire yourself and hire me. By the way, I'm free most of the time, unless you're in a private coaching. 6 days a week, all right, twice a day, all right, Monday through Friday and all day Saturday, spend the day with Ray. You see, I'm keeping my promise. I'm not doing this for you. I tell the truth. I'm keeping my promise I made to God when I was 7 years old. He let me walk again. That was very simple. So I can help you if you want, if you listen. Very simple. Share the live, share the live. Get the link tree. Get free articles. Get free book for the kids. Get free book for you. Get the mouse pad. DM us and get to there. You get to play with me. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Let's write it down. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. Look at your time zone. It's 4:44 in the morning, right there. 4:44. Very simple. Simple. I like that. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun? Whatever I wear tomorrow, the watch that I wear tomorrow will match. Just to answer your question again. There's one for every outfit. If I wear black, I wear the black. I would drive the car too. I'd match the car, I'd match the watch, and match the outfit. That's what I've done in my life. And then what are you supposed to do? I just think it's fun. Okay? All right, I just want to change the world. Is that okay? I made a promise. I slowed down in 2009 a little bit. That was my mistake. God allowed me to go in a coma, die. Everything got stolen. I got to do it again. And I get some of the stuff back as well. I got to live. Isn't that nice? So again, I learned my lesson. Help people the rest of your life or you're going to die. God's going to take it away. The more you give, the more you get. That's how it works for me. God, family, money. God, family, money. So it works. Okay. What do you do? What do you mean with 9 types? Okay. LLC, there are 9 types of LLC. That's what I mean, flat out. There's 9 types of LLC. Look it up. Okay. Very simple. An LLC can be an SLLC, S Corp. How about an LLC nonprofit? How about a sub-LLC? You know what the hell that is? See, there's the problem. The lack of knowledge is people's dumbness. I've been studying Rich and Famous as a kid and studying law since I could walk. So I have recall in listening. It's just not hard to do. Play my way, because the rest of the way out there is blah, blah, blah. I think 20% of what's out there on social media is a bunch of ducks and sheep. I call them circus clowns. It's ridiculous. I had to make a decision. Do I want to stay out in that? Because I write checks for millions and millions of dollars for radio and TV. That's what I've done for 50 years. Simple. But I got to get used to social media. Because 20% is a bunch of crap. Then you find my clients out there doing a half black and black job because they brought a book. Now they're experts. Oh, goody. I don't think they're experts. I think it's a bunch of BS, in my opinion. So what do we do today? Now I got to get the office ready. So if you have some questions, ask the questions when I do this. Now remember, if I put you in a rapper rescore, okay, I'm going to basically have you analyze you personally analyze you. Okay, I'm going to tell you what to do personally, me and you. Got it? At 3 o'clock on Friday. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. If I analyze you, then I'm going to make my paralegal team dispute all your crap for 9 months for free. We don't do credit repair, we're going to do rebuilding. You're going to might have to negotiate a debt or two to rebuild you, like Humpty Dumpty. So that's what happens today. Rapper score for everybody needs to be done now. Late trade. You jacked up the wrong damn cards. There's your biggest problem. That's why your credit sucks, most of you. Utilization sucks. I designed the system. I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. I trained Yarborough, TRW, they gave me Spirit in 96. Knock off the BS. All cards fluctuate. Sticky time, 3 o'clock today. These don't fluctuate at all. You could jack these suckers up to $1 million if you wanted to. The pay over time limit's $100,000. That's what it is, $100,000. If you allow me to repackage you, you're going to have a 750 score this year right away. Knock off your crap, okay? Knock off your crap. Do you drink, bro? Well, no, I don't drink at all, but I rhyme all the time and I stutter. Is that okay? I have an IQ off the chart. All right, and I walk both hands, talk at the same time. Is that okay? No, I don't drink. They did ask I should take wine or smoke pot when I was a kid because my brain works both sides and it works too fast. So, no, I don't drink. Do you drink? I don't think you should drink. But guess what? That guy they follow online named Alex with the thing on his nose, why would people follow a drunk driver who almost killed people? Why would they follow his wife who's a drug dealer? See, these are things I have to get used to. I don't understand. Why would you listen to Gary Vee only because he's been out there so damn long, going blah, blah, blah. His favorite word's the F word. He has no substance, but his business for marketing, fine. The people around him made him do that. But again, I think it's a bunch of crap. I did say he said that he's what? All right, I can't, scrolling too fast. Anyway, whatever it is. Okay, so if I rebuild you with Rapper Rescore, analyze you personally and talk to you personally on my live on Friday, and our dispute team helps you for 9 months and get you 750, is that okay? See, I have to get your score up because you jack these suckers up. I need you to reduce them to 29% now. And I think credit repair is a damn scam. What do we do? What if you already have a 750? Okay, let's take your 750. Let me add history to you. Let's make sure we package your family. That means it looks like I thought it was a woman. Maybe it is. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. We look at husband, if you have husband and kids, and what do you do? See, we can't build this future until you take care of your current situation. See, I got a 750. You have a house? Yeah. You have a trust? No. You have your real trust? No. Did you homestead it? No. All right, you have a spouse? Yes. What do you do? See, if you don't package your personal life first at the same time as doing the entity, it's all a bunch of hooey. It's crap. You build this, you don't build this. You build that, now you balance it. If I don't say take care of your family, God, family, money, husband and wife became one, flat out, period. We structure this first. If that's okay, and I always say, if we're okay, we're okay. We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. We don't steal from the family. We take your entity, now we're over here ready to go. The entity, what do? We build damn credit to the damn thing. Why not? Why not? Why not? We build credit. Credit. These are 100,000 POT, pay no time limit. Then we go get 6 in cards, 350,000. Between this and this, there's $500,000 just for the corporation. What the hell is wrong with people? I don't get it. Then we take each division, as I designed division process in 85, 86, and we multiply the hell out of it. Whee! 350 per each division. But focus, okay? Here, what do we do again? We get you our cards. Very simple. Okay, I use my brother's cards. His name is Ryan, by the way, if you don't know that. But I'm the bastard, or shoot, I can't say that. I'm the one they put in the trash can. That suck. What do we do? All right. If I take the corporation, LLC, LLP, and what do I do for divisions? Divisions. If I do this per division, I can create $1 million per division. You understand? Per division. Okay? Per division. All right? What do I do? Another division. The design for this is very simple. If I use borrow money to buy a laundromat, a car wash, or a storage unit, apartment complex, or a Wendy's or a Jack in the Box, I use borrow money. I close escrow. Escrow, okay, is what happens. As a mother, I am appreciative or speechless, okay, whatever that means, okay. So understand something. Here's what happens, okay. We now buy the escrow. Now understand, it's called through you do, I do, we do. We'll get into that in a second. If you close escrow, okay, you just use borrow money. It's like free friggin' money. You close escrow, and now it pays the bill, and you get the damn leftover. What the hell's wrong with you people? This is the friggin' game I made in my life since I was a kid. It's easy. Now, then you have to decide, simple. Do I want $300,000? That means 3 divisions. Okay, 3 of these suckers. Oh, I want $600,000. I need 6 of these. Okay. Oh, I want $1 million. I have 3 more divisions. You get to design your income. Each division is based on what you want to invest as an income coming back to you. Income coming back to you. That's how it works. I don't understand why you're not a corporate millionaire today. A corporate millionaire, that's the millionaire corporation, not you. You're a puppet master. That's what you want to do. You want to control all of it and have fun. That's what I do. But again, I keep my promise when I was a kid. Very simple. When you're not wanted, they put you in a damn trash can, what do? They weren't married at the time. So I'm a bastard child, whatever we call that, okay? I'm trying not to get blocked. I don't know, it's okay. It's a B child, okay? What are we going to call it? I'm the one they didn't want. Threw me away. Who gives a crap? See, I had to focus on me. I had to convince myself I'm not a piece of what Mrs. Hope called me 1,000,000 times. It sucks. Being used and abused, get out of a freaking trash can because you're hungry, sucks. But I've been shot 3 times and 96 times. It's like a nightmare. But we're doing this documentary for Netflix next year. Wait till you see the documentary. Okay? It's going to be fun. But again, like I said, I got to shut up the office. I've been having fun so far. I don't want time to pass me by. Hopefully I don't drop this and it goes on the floor. Okay? Hopefully I do it right. Okay? Which have longer arms. Wouldn't that be okay? But I don't. So I'm going to walk through the office. You want to ask some questions and have some fun, you can do that too. Don't get dizzy. Okay. Now, I have this thing that I do every morning. I like candles. Is that okay? I like candles. If not, too bad. Okay, I like candles. So here, what are we gonna do? I have to cut the wick of the candle because Brandy said so. She's my GM and she knows everything. No, neither do I. So I cut the wick, no problem. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but I just did it anyway. What the hell? All right, so let's light my candle from my office. Okay? All right, there you go. Now let's walk around. Let's have some fun. Now, hopefully you don't get dizzy. What do we have to do? Very simple. See, my life's been like hell, but I fight through the pain every day. So don't give me excuses. I gotta make sure it's 60. Let's make it 50 degrees. I like it cold. No, I gotta make it 73, 74 degrees. We're having a storm here. All right, you had to walk. I drove the car the other day. It's like you have to dodge thing in the middle of the street. All right, we're gonna go to the next building. The next building is a Reynolds University. Okay, it has a 501c3 exemption. I've sold or given away more corporations on planet Earth than anybody. We had on our wall of fame once, the 2,100 pictures as presidents of the United States of America, Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers, and Angels, and all kinds of stuff. But I lost my big building in 2009 when I'm in the coma. It was 23,000 square feet. All right? So the bottom line is very simple as you do these things. So understand. We're going to go over here. If I dodge around the new lamps they got. Fun stuff. So what happens? Now remember, we've only been on social media now literally 13 weeks. I hired a team. I hired the team to do a couple things. I wanted the team to basically do a couple things and learn to basically help people. Now, the team has been out there now for what, been 13, 15 weeks or so. We started probably a month before that, learning how to play the game to win. So what do? So the team is basically putting things together. We've been on now TikTok and social media for 13 weeks. First 12 weeks, we got, 30,000 followers, 30 or 40,000 followers. All right, anybody want to tell me how many followers I have today? It keeps going up and up and up, and it's kind of fun. But understand, we're going to have a blueprint here. We're going to have a blueprint of this, all right, so very simple as we do this as well. Blueprint of success, 3 months, and it's still so much, all right, that a lot of scrolling. So I have 67,000 followers. I don't think I have 67,000, but I know, okay. Thanks, Jay. It's 43,300 followers. So 43,000 followers. So I had 40,000 followers in 12 weeks. How am I doing so far? Is that good? I'm trying, I'm doing my best. I let God do the rest. Amen to that too. Now, in this room today, if you show up, we're going to talk about fluctuation again and again. And I got so many cards, I don't know what the hell to do with them all. How's that? Is that fun? We have to play, and we're going to get a bunch of these again and again. American Express offers 99 more. That's ridiculous. How about we get some more Chase? Wow, wow, wow. So if you let me design you my way, because I think, I'm sorry to say, your way sucks. That's just what I believe, sorry. That's what I believe today. I like to do it my way. My way, I'm going to get you into the $1 million status, if you listen. Now, do I have a magic wand? Hell no. Okay, what did you do? You didn't follow through. That's on you. So turn out the lights. We don't need them on yet. And it says RR if you want to understand what it says. And it's bright. All right, don't go to the light. Actually, when I died in the coma, there's no light. Okay? It's warm, it's dark, and all of a sudden, around you, all right, it becomes light with people around you. Believe it or not, people around you when you're in the coma or when you die. Okay, that's what happened to me. Simple. All right, let's go over here to the call center. Now, the call center, Brandy's our GM, general manager, and we have fun all the time. But understand what this means. On the wall, you're going to see make a friend, make a buck. That's just very simple because I tell all the clients, or basically one thing, and the employees, you must make a friend before you try to sell them something. Because I think, they're going to sell you something, but the reality is very simple. Why do we get to know someone first? So I can't help you unless I get to analyze you. That's the goal, analyze you. Okay? So that's what I want to do. I want to analyze you. But I want you to let me do a rapid rescore. I want to push your score up and away. I want to have and tell you exactly when I analyze you. My team helps put it together. I'm going to analyze you and tell you personally. Wish my arms are longer. Sorry, they're not. Okay? But I was supposed to be taller because those two other brothers that I never had to really know, because I was thrown in the damn trash can, they're 6 feet. But my spine was bruised and I was told I was never going to walk. All right, God healed me and I got to walk. Isn't that fun? So I got to prove the world wrong. And then I wanted to create billions. Those turds that threw me in the trash can are worth billions, and I'm just a piece of what? I'm an inconvenience. That kind of sucks. Oh, well, life is life. Guess what? It's going to kick your assets. That's okay. Get up again and again and again. Fight through the pain. That's what I do every day. You have to. Can you imagine fighting through the pain? Now, here's our break room for the employees. We got the 20 greatest employees in the world, 20 plus. What happens all the time is 20% of your employees are great. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, all right, the 80% you hire suck. Well, those are the ones you get rid of as fast as you can, because guess what? They're going to milk the job, screw it all up all the time, and they're just going to basically be a bunch of waste of money. Now, I'm in the ladies' bathroom. Okay, very simple. I'll get the light to a candle. Okay, let's not see if I screw this up. So what happens is you hire 100 employees, 100 today, that's okay. You hire the 100 employees, 20% of them will be good. 20%, 20 employees will be great. 80% of them will suck. Sorry. It's going to take you a while to get to the 20% that are great. Once you get to 20%, they actually protect you, because they were protecting their paychecks, their bonuses, and everything else they're trying to do. So now I got to go in the men's restroom. Okay. All right, don't get dizzy. Okay? But it's fun. All right, so I light the candles in the morning to that process, no problem at all. So we get that done. So now today, I want you to tap the screen again and again, share the live, share the live. If you allow me, I will actually help rebuild you. Okay, I'm usually 3,000 to 5,000 an hour, by the way. I'm at about 25 to 50,000 a day. I've been paid that literally for the last 50 years. But that's, Toll Brothers, that's, Mattel, that's, IBM, Boeing, okay, Apple, okay, no problem. Disney, kinds of things like this. But again, they pay big money because you bill them big money. But if I can help people, I can help all of you. What do you think? If we help each other, what a concept. We could actually change the world. See, I believe everyone should be one of the 99 percenters. Not the 1%, I want it to be 99 percenters. That's what the goal for me. I'd like you to learn how to play my way. I think you have the same chance and the ability to do what anybody else does. Nobody's special, okay? Nobody's special as far as, I think we're all special under God's eyes. I'm talking about nobody's special to the point we can't get where we want to go. We all have the same opportunity. So let's say there are high ways. I don't want you to take it wrong, because I don't want you to, take anything personally. Your goal is to learn how to play the game to win. I'm just filling it the candy dish. All right, I do this for the people up front all the time, see? It's supposed to be for the people that visit us. The employees steal the candy all the time. Especially Chris. All right, Chris is in the candy dish probably 3 times a day. It's okay. See, if you spoil them and you appreciate them and you're thankful for your employees, you can get past go. All right, because we get stuck. Being stuck sucks. So today, the goal is very simple. Like I said before, share the live, share the live, share the live. Today, I'd like you to look at your clock, set it for yourself. I'd like you to basically understand this 5:02 in the morning, 5:02 in the morning. I'd like you to be online with me again for an hour and a half at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. 3 o'clock today. Would that be okay? Okay, I got to get a longer pole because my arm's so, it didn't work. I'm trying. As long as I'm trying, I'm not dying. If I'm not trying, I might as well be what? So we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. What a concept. Okay? Chris is my friend. Chris is phenomenal. He's one of our greatest employees. Actually, they're all great. Okay? But don't tell him that. They'll get a big fat head. I think Chris already has a big fat head. All right. So let's do this. Let's tap the link. Let's get the goodies in the pile and all the pieces today. Let's play. Be back online with me, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Tell all your friends and family. Have them show up. If they buy anything, I'll send you 10% money back to you. Would you like me $500 to $1,000 a day? Would you like me to send you some money? Simple. So I think money's good, but again, we want to pay our bills. So we do our best, all right? God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never